Greetings. I'm Michelle Crawford Sappenter. I am the general manager and owner of ENS News Source and other elements that are components of ENS News. Today, there are several reasons why it seems necessary to comment in regard to not just the separation of the state from several elements that are conducted within the country, such as private business, but where we stand in terms of those who are leaders and how those leaders may conduct themselves in certain aspects of our nation's states. In particular, take the Civil War, for instance. The Civil War was fought, having been established by at least two very poignant and very strong and distinctively purposed people, that being Abraham Lincoln, the former 5th president of the United States, and a cohort who happened to have been Sojourner Truth. We both know that it was Sojourner Truth who spoke with President Abraham Lincoln in regard to the need to end slavery. And in turn, Abraham Lincoln perceived the end of slavery as a step to take forward in uniting the nation that had been separated, 13 states separated by the North and the South regions. Well, today, as a united nation, we all stand under the Constitution, which states that we are and will remain a united nation, and that any efforts made to debacle that union would be perceived as being illegal. So it is unlawful that any claim can be made territorially in regard to a particular state or region of the United States. Recently, we have heard from some who have attempted to lay claim on, for instance, the state of Texas and the battle over whether the state of Texas should be associated with Mexico and so on and so forth. Well, we know that there have been individuals within the state and the region, the Southwest and Southeast region, who have been proponents of that idea. That idea would be considered unlawful. And I think it's necessary to point out that any potential or active leader, particularly anyone in the top echelons of our nation and presidency in the White House, having some idea or purporting some notion that a particular region of the nation is theirs to control or theirs for any reason would be totally preposterous. The nation belongs to the people. Every single state in the nation belongs to the American public, not to any one leader, not to autocracy or any leader who would consider imposing autocracy upon the people of the nation in any state. I think that's clearly stated, as well as the fact that one other item I think is important, and that is that we cannot politicize so many areas of our society that should not be politicized. We should maintain the separation, for instance, a separation of business and politics, as much as the separation of church and state. These are some of the most important factors that I think as Americans we should recognize, and we should stand on a number of issues that tend to seemingly impose upon us things that are contrary to the Constitution. Well, I think this being said, perhaps provokes thoughts in the minds of others. And if so, please feel free to contact me in this regard. You may contact ENS News at the ENS News website and leave a message or a comment there, and I will be glad to respond to your questions and your comments. Thank you for stopping by, and as always, have a great day.